Okay. Visual looks good, audio looks good. Looks like YouTube has caught up. Cat is escaping, as they like to do. Theo, what are you doing, you silly kitten? Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to what is quite possibly the final session of Salliekat Streams Avernum. Well, not the final Salliekat Streams Avernum, period, but the final streaming session for this particular game. And if he feels like it, say hello to Theo the kitten. I've tried to bribe him down to the recording basement with treats, and he's around. So I should put headphones on so I can actually hear game stuff. Which of these was my latest save? You look about right. Okay, yeah, I got all my level 3 spells. Hi there, Theo. Today I am dressed in my finest Erica Redmark cosplay, and of course a sorceress must have at least one cat familiar. Now that I'm looking at my spells, I remember it seemed like I didn't have a whole lot of recipes available for alchemy. It turns out I do know most of them, but the epic level brews require skill of 9 to 12 to make, and McGrath's potion making skill is 7. So I might need to invest a bit more in that. I am missing the recipe for strength elixir, though. But if I remember the guide I was looking at, I think I can get that in Patrick's Tower or Darman, which is not too much of a walk from here. Who's got the orb? Have to land before I can enter, sure. Would have been a little embarrassing to start a streaming session with you fall into a pit and die. I believe you are the alchemy woman. Okay, this seems like I'm paying to learn the location of Mandrake, which I don't really need, but I do have enough money. I would not share this secret, but I see greatness in your eyes. Look near the castle of the giants, and you will find a wooded grove. Inside, you will find a good source of that rarest of ingredients, Mandrake. Yeah, I think I did find that, actually. No, this is spells. This is not alchemy recipes. In theory, I can learn recipes from you. Oh, doy, I was just clicking the wrong thing. So, strength elixir is the one that I was missing. And I can make strength potion, grey mold salve, balm of life, healing elixir, hasting elixir, and I could make some other elixirs if I had more skill. I do have a bunch of skill points, though. To the nearest trainer! Okay, so potion making, base value is int over 4. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to bump my int up enough. But potion making is only 3 skill points per point, so... Oh, I can only get it up to 11. Esme, you're sitting on a bunch of points here. Of course I can't... Oh, I'm carrying around a bunch of Dread Curse. Is this from where I attacked the dragon? I guess I did keep that safe. Maybe I should go take care of that. It only makes me a little worse at everything I do, but I've got 6 levels of it. Oh, I can make potions outdoors. That's cool. Can now make energy elixir, strength elixir, restoration brew, and protection brew. But not the last one. At least not yet. Could fly across the river, but it's not that hard to get through Almeria. Especially since with a high enough reputation, I don't have to worry about paying the toll. This way. Yes, here we are. We've gotten this horrible, horrible curse. Again, and we can't get rid of it. Only 500 coins, I'm okay with that. And he has to cast a whole bunch of spells, because this is a really powerful curse. Hooray, am no longer dread cursed. But while I'm here, I can point out how the Avernum engine is a little bit better at, well, let's see. If I can remember how to get to where I want to go. Because sometimes the layout of the Tower of Magi is very silly. Ah, never mind. Linda's over here for now. A young woman with short dark hair sits at the desk. The runes on her robe indicate that she is a person of great power. She sits slumped in her chair, and seems very distracted. She barely seems to notice that you're here. Hey there, Leafy and Bit Decay. So, in Exile, Lindo would not have any new dialogue after we defeated Ad Sakai. In Avernum, things actually change a little bit. We got rid of that enormous demon for you. Are you pleased? She shakes her head slowly. Something is not right. I brought it here. You say it is gone, but I still hear it. Or something that sounds like it. And now they say... And now they say... That is, the humans say things. Things? What things? Or voices in your head? That sounds really bad? Not so bad. They say that the demon just drove me mad. That is a relief, considering the other possibilities. Her head slumps forward. She wipes away a tiny bit of drool. They say that I must leave. I must go away. I am not welcome in the tower, in the Triad. One day, they say they will make me go, when it is safe for me to travel. This is your fault. Because of you, I must leave. Leave me now. And she casts us out of the tower. And now I have to schlep all the way back to the abyss. So I think I might make a small pit stop first. Yes, Silverlock's hut. You return to Silverlock's hut and knock on the door. After a few moments, it creaks open. She's still here. She remembers you, and, after a much shorter period of drinking tea and making you gag down mushroom cookies... Oh, I never thought before that the cookies would be made out of mushrooms and such, like everything else in the underworld. And she shows you her potions. Okay, so... Good, I do have just enough money for a dose of knowledge brew. Maybe 2. And now Magrat has enough skill points for 1 more level of potion making. Losk is the other way. And say, trainer, help me organize my thoughts so that I can make heroic brew. Yeah, I cannot make my own knowledge brew in this game. That's probably a good thing for game balance. Now, will I actually make any of these? Maybe not. I don't know. But I like having all of them. Ooh. Protection brew and heroic brew get very fancy graphics. Healing potion. Okay, I've got 2 Balm of Life. That could come in handy. Good, good. Oh no, you're blocking my way. Good thing I've got a shortcut. Where did I leave? There it is. And now tonight's adventure can begin properly. We go up the river, because I know that somewhere west of here is a platform with a hidden passage that takes us to some very secret places. Okay, that's nothing. This is not that ledge, but I want to explore it anyway, because it's here. This remote, hot, humid cavern is filled with the smell of decay, and choked with the musk giant lizards tend to emit. When you round the corner, you find out where the smell comes from. This rubble and stalagmite-choked cave is filled with giant lizards, fire lizards, and the occasional drake. Fortunately, they seem content with resting on flat rocks, hunting smaller lizards, and occasionally attacking one another. Although many of them can see you, they don't seem keen on attacking. Hey there, Zach. I'm glad that people are still finding this and tuning in, even though I did not announce it or schedule in advance. I thought about scheduling, but time got away from me today. You move carefully through the jumbled stone of the cavern, trying to avoid as many of the groups of drakes as possible. Many of them seem uninterested in you. Suddenly, a few of the reptiles take an interest in you. You try to evade them, but no luck. Why, thank ya. I'm hoping to get to the end of the game and assassinate Emperor Hawthorne today, so I thought might as well channel my best Erica Redmark. Seems like it's running a little slow. You should not be running this slow. Oh yeah, Smite isn't going to do as much because drakes are cold enchanted in this game. Everything runs fine on the surface overworld, but that usually has fewer animations. Yep, even endgame high-level adventurers can't evade drakes on their home turf, I guess. Summons, how annoying. I'm only running 3 things here. OBS, Avernum, and Chrome. Granted, Google Chrome can be a little memory hungry. But I'm only running 1 tab of Chrome. Goblin's an enemy that even Esme can kill in 1 hit with a melee weapon. So I want to check if, what do you have equipped? I should have the Jade Halberd if I've got Cursed from Sulphurous. Do I not? That's because Jay is carrying it. Okay. Also, if I'm doing 96 damage to a goblin, it's basically exploding in goo. Carrying too many items. And I've got a Blade Master Mind Crystal. I have forgotten a lot of stuff since the last time I recorded this. So Blade Master can get bonuses using any sort of hand-to-hand weapon. Hardly needed at this point. So the Jade Halberd does as much damage as the Blessed Halberd, and also drips acid. Okay. One more round of drakes. Hey, Rama! Any update on new game? If you're asking about Avernum 4, it's still in production, I guess. Pretty sure Avernum 4 is supposed to be released in fall this year. Drake takes 2 damage from acid. Yay. Okay, so apparently Divine Restoration... Well, I'm pretty sure it puts me over my actual max health stat. Yeah, Githa's normal maximum health is 207, now she's at 247. I thought it would give me regeneration, but apparently only Divine Warrior does that here. It's so hard to keep track of all the different spell variations among 3 versions of these games. At this, the most remote corner of this huge cavern of the Drakes, you find a huge temple, carved crudely from huge slabs of stone. Perhaps it was made by the Drakes. Perhaps someone or something else. Its doors are open to you. You notice none of the lizards go near it. You are free to enter. The enormous hall inside is dominated by a rough statue of a dragon, covered with claw marks. It was the Drakes that formed and shaped this statue, long, long ago, painstakingly digging it out of the living rock. Being adventurers, you can't help but notice that the statue's eyes and fangs are large, valuable-looking emeralds. Nah, we don't need treasure right now, is the thing we say before saving the game. Hi there, Skylar. You climb the statue and get the gems. When you walk outside, you quickly discover that not only will none of the lizards go near the temple, but they don't appreciate anyone else going in either. 7 drakes and 20 giant lizards. This could have been an exciting fight a few levels ago. Okay, Jay needs some divine restoration. Do I slow you or do I haste myself? There's too many lizards in my way. Select all the drakes. No, that's a skeleton, but the skeleton can also die. It feels so odd to be killing drakes like that with fireballs. And the only thing dropped was the seal bolt that I fired, which I can't carry because Githa has too much stuff. Why do I have 2 rings of health? Wow. I don't even have a ring equipped. That character's not active, so I can't do anything. Whatever. Anyway, yep, got a bunch of emeralds that I may or may not even get to town to sell. Although I have enough loot that, honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, I still have safe travel active. That spell lasts a long time at level 3 and level very high intelligence. Yeah, 14 intelligence, level 37. So I can identify stuff in Barca, but I don't know that I can actually sell it. Yeah, whatever. Oh, that actually did have consequences. When you try to pass through the gates, a guard stops you. "Oh, I know you," he sneers. "You're the voles who are too high and mighty to pay the tolls to the Abyss Guards. Well, if you want to enter here, it'll now be 50 coins. Pay now, or go elsewhere." Fine. You pay, the guards laugh at you, and you pass through the gates. Don't mind me, I had nothing at all to do with the recent theft that totally didn't happen here. Okay, so... yeah, the obsidian spear is good if I want a one-handed weapon so that I can also carry a crystal shield. Honestly, I don't need the blessed halberd anymore. Not when I've got basically a blessed halberd with acid damage. Oh, I still have the recall crystal, my goodness. And I'm sure that I'm still carrying around stuff that I really don't need. Yeah, acid is rare enough. I'm not going to bother with the basic charm. Oh yeah, at some point I picked up Boots of Speed. This item makes you move faster and get more actions in combat. Whee! And Robe of the Magi helps the wearer cast stronger mage spells. I'm pretty sure the Robe of the Magi and Boots of Speed are things that I looted from Sulfurus and got her mad at me. Esme, why are you not wearing a robe right now? What happened at the end of the last episode? And the Radiant Robe provides magical protection from magic, which is cool. The Robe of the Magi defends from more damage, though. Well, now the miscreants of the Abyss have a few new toys to play with. And once again, I have forgotten exactly where I parked the silly boat. Some things are just a little bit easier to process in top-down than they are in isometric. Okay, it's gotta be one of these two. And it wasn't that one. Or it could be the third ledge over here, maybe. There it is. I'd say I should take a rest, but honestly, aside from Esme's health being a little low, I'm doing fine. So here we have the first of two towers that we need to pass by. Ah, acid! Fortunately, the acid barely scratched me. I don't think we actually need to bother with the stalagmites. The door is locked, but pickable. And there's black shades. Great. Yes, please summon. I can better figure out where you are when you do summonings. Okay, we've got a few black shades. Found one. Am I sure there's one in this little corner? Because this seems awful full of not invisible enemies. There it is. Here, have some divine I can't target you because you're invisible. Darn it. I could maybe summon a shade. Or a bunch of shades. Black shades may not be very strong compared to me anymore. Oh, hi Garnet. Garnet has joined the party! Okay, so now I've summoned Sliths and you've summoned Nephilim and I'm still not sure where you are. Okay, you were right next to me. Ugh. In the alcove to the north, you can see a large and impressive fresco. To see what it depicts, you'd have to move a lot closer. Oh, Magrat's behind a huge pillar, that's why I couldn't see her. Huh. One down. And of course, because the thing is invisible, I can't look at a space and see, hey, there's a black shade here. Actually, I wonder if maybe GOG Galaxy needs an update and that's why it's running slow, because I am running Avernum from GOG.com. And here we see the weakness of a game engine that only has multi-target spells and not actually area of effect or affect all nearby enemies or such like. Okay, pretty sure there's still another black shade in this corner somewhere, if I just can get to him. Oh cool, I don't actually have to be, having my party members near each other in order for haste everyone to work. Yay. So, is there even another black shade around? There's a black shade somewhere around here. Somewhere within range of Esme. And it sounds like maybe there's another one over here, too? 3 more black shades. I think I know where you are. You must be right in here. There is a huge, elaborate fresco on the north wall of the tower. It depicts mighty warriors and flame-shooting mages tromping through caverns, incinerating everything in their path. Sliths, demons, and dragons fall before their onslaught. A brief search reveals the small depression Aiden described to you in one corner of the mural. We can leave or insert seal into the hole. You place the Empire seal in the depression. You hear a soft chiming noise. You pull out the seal. Nothing else happens. Finally got you. There's another one, because of course there is. Finally. Okay, all the summons will disappear eventually. And there's really not much more to explore in here. I just gotta find a door. Hooray! My summon is the last one standing! So yeah, door here. Wheel what controls the door. There are strange, possibly magical glyphs on the wheel. As you turn the wheel, the nearby gate moves slowly and loudly. Now, if we had not pressed the Empire seal into that depression on the wall mural fresco thing, this would either have been very painful or outright impossible. Yes, Black Kitty. Ugh. Getting real tired of black shades and their nonsense. So yeah, this map is pretty simple, if annoying, and it's the monsters that make it annoying. Otherwise, it's largely empty space. Ah, not quite a dead end. I can search the cave walls here, but I'm probably going to have to take a quick stroll through lava. Or swamp. Yeah, I guess the lava was a dead end or red herring. Although, if we've got both the orb and the safe travel spell... Yeah, there's nothing there. Easy to investigate. Rest successful, but Esme is still only at 60 health points. Come on now. Also, I had a rest, and I still have safe travel active. So first was the Black Spire. This one is the Tower of Barriers. And again, a big area out front with lots of rubble and stalagmites and not much else. You're basilisks, aren't you? Basilisks, even. Basilisk took a whopping 4 damage from acid. Yeah, acid might be okay if you don't prioritize killing things in 1 or 2 rounds of intense violence. I can't talk to you. You are not a living statue. Oh ho! Perhaps I do not need to unlock the door. Oh no, imps. Demons are a bit more annoying. Darn, I thought I saw a path through the zombies, but no, I have to make one. At this point, I'm pretty sure any 2 of my team here could handle these dungeons. This marble gallery is blocked by a huge wall of sparkling, blue, magical barriers. The choking smell of ozone fills the room. The barriers look stronger than the magical walls you've encountered before. It's as if some sort of energy is continuously replenishing them. Mere mundane spells won't get you through here. As you get closer to the barriers, the ritual that Koth taught you springs to your mind. You perform it. It is a short series of chants and some hand motions. It's a simple spell. With a dramatic effect, the barriers fade slowly away. Soon they are nothing but a few sparkling motes of light. Moments later, even those are gone. You are free to pass. Hoya! Speaking of, that dragon statue that the Drakes built is quite close to the lair of Koth. I wonder if that's supposed to be a specific dragon, or if they just worship dragonkind in general. Does Koth know about this dragon-worshipping temple? Does Koth care? So yeah, we can definitely just stroll right through here. If, however, we have somehow found this place before talking to Koth. Strange, you can quite clearly hear singing coming from somewhere nearby. You don't see anyone, though. if we explore thoroughly enough, can find one or two talking statues. I suspect Koth does not care. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You see that one of the statues is alive. She sways slowly back and forth, and is singing very softly. Who are you singing for? I sing to my sister about my beloved garden. Your sister? My poor sister Ellen, standing alone away from me. What do you love about all this? The statue bursts into song. O my garden, my delight, growing in my eternal sight, grow sweet lichen on my base, moss upon my chest and face. She sighs. My sister doesn't appreciate it. Why doesn't she appreciate your singing? Or is it the garden she doesn't appreciate? She has a love of her own, stonework. She hums merrily. Comes from being a statue, I suppose. Not that I understand. I think it's all rather mundane. Don't ask her about it. She'll never stop talking. Anyway, Ellen is over here. You see one of the statues is quivering slightly. She looks very sad. Greetings. Why are you here? I watch the garden. What's special about this garden? Nothing. It isn't much to look at. It never has been. But it's home. My sister loves the garden. You have a sister statue. My sister is Helena. She's nearby. She loves to sing about this mundane garden. Well, she mentioned that you like stonework. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. If she wasn't made of marble, you're sure she'd be blushing. Look at the stone of this tower. Koth did such a wonderful job. He especially did a beautiful job on the fountain. Koth? He is a dragon. He made this tower. He made the wards that trap it. Do you know how to pass those wards? No idea. I'm so sorry. Where could we find this Koth? I don't know. I'm just a statue, silly. Aha. Well, what's so special about the fountain, then? It's a magic fountain. Beautiful stonework. Oh, I wish I could ask my sister what it does. She watched it being made. Oh, I miss her so. She whimpers slightly. Kind of sad that these two sisters are forever separated. I heard from your sister that you watched the fountain being made, and that it's magical. Isn't it beautiful? It's wonderfully powerful, too. She sings, Look upon the fountain there, dangerous as it is fair, but it could be very nice if you could drink its waters thrice. She hums a bit and smiles at you. I like the tower, but sometimes I wish I could escape it. I would love to leave. There are wondrous things outside. Have you ever been outside? She sighs. Of course I haven't, but Ellen has. I'm so jealous. Okay. This does give me some questions about exactly when and how a living statue gains sentience. Helena mentioned you've been outside the tower. See anything interesting? No, I've never been. I wish I could see my wonderful sister and tell her so. But I heard Koth talking about it when he made me. This tower is here to protect a pentagram. A pentagram? He didn't say much. But I can tell you one thing. It's a place that was enchanted so that people there can teleport out of the underworld. She thinks. I don't know why Koth wanted me to tell people that. I don't think he likes humans very much. Indeed not. Say, maybe that was why he told me to tell people. I miss my sister. She pouts. And that is all that we can learn from them. But it's pretty good information. Okay, so I can see where the fountain is. Ah. Pretty obvious secret passage. There's a beautiful fountain bubbling at the west end of this room. It's surrounded by statues. Although this tower is old and abandoned, the water looks fresh and clear. There is a beautiful fountain by this wall. The water sparkles and glistens. You get thirsty just looking at it. The water tastes sweet and refreshing. It even makes you feel a little lightheaded. As you walk around after drinking, you realize that the feeling isn't fading. You start to stumble as you walk. That probably wasn't a good idea. Well, it didn't give me a dread curse. And it doesn't give me the little, Stein symbol that says I'm drunk. The water tastes sweet, like sugar water or fine wine. You drink your fill greedily. It makes you feel alert, energized, and nimble. Not only have bad effects from earlier drafts faded, but you now feel better than you did before your first taste of this strange water. E. Full heal and spell point refresh. You make your way down this long, winding passage. Suddenly, a group of demons teleports in front of you and attacks! How unexpected. What a random encounter. One-shotting imps. Okay, flame spell is not going to work here. Oh yes, please, call in summons and make the battle take longer. Well, at least the summons are low enough level I can one-shot them with Smite. Ice Lances probably would have worked too. Oh, I see, that bright green thing is a rune, which is what summons the demons. I thought it looked like a slime or something. Oh no, more demon, and also 2 of them are Mung demons, which I really don't like. Yes, do your thing on Githa. Pay no attention to the Magrat retreating. Okay, the Mung demons are dead and they only dumbfounded Githa. I will take that as a win. Yeah. This is part of why I don't wear makeup very often. It does weird things to my eye. There's a massive stone gate here. It's not recent construction. Based on the mold and the wear, you think it's maybe a century old. It is blocked by a purple, shimmering wall of energy. Set into the floor in front of the barrier is a mosaic, the royal seal of the Empire. Apparently, the only way to keep going is to go through it. The heat is intense. It looks quite dangerous. Nobody told us about this barrier. Walk through it and hope for the best. You step forward and the field engulfs you. Hot, but not burning. Your royal seal begins to glow as you continue through. You reach the other side safely. Oh no, an impassable abyss. Whatever shall we do? Orb! Well, I could rest here, but really the only thing that's suffering is Githa's spell points, which she doesn't use much of anyway. That said, this is a good time to save. And a good time for a sip of tea. There are several horrible demonic creatures here, basking in the heat of the lava. Past them, you can see a large platform emerging from the molten rock. When you approach the creatures, they move to bar your path. One of them says, "Back, mortals! Our mistress placed us here to block the progress of intruders. Turn back!" Okay, no bonus dialogue for retreating. Only regular demons? Seriously? I kind of hate this floor texture and the lack of outlines on the character sprites. It makes things hard to read. I take a little lava damage, but really not much compared to my health totals. You have come to the end of this long, torturous passage. You find here an island in the middle of a roiling caldera. In the middle of this island is a stone platform, covered with many rows of delicate, intricate runes. You inspect it carefully, but you can't figure out anything to do with it. Your long journey has been in vain. Oh. I needed to go talk to Erica first. Well. As you try to walk to the northern platform, the mist from the caldera grows thicker. You soon find yourselves confused and lost. You have to turn back. The area has some sort of magical protection. Ew. Well, I'm half tempted to show off the recall crystal since I still have it, but then I'd have to walk back across the entirety of Avernum to get to Erica, so we're not doing that. And at least I've neutralized most of the threats here. So I hope everybody's having a good evening so far. Oh, the disease sound effect. That's one I haven't heard for a while. That door is still open. Cool. Also, if I'd used the recall crystal, the boat would still have been right where I left it, so I'd have to steal another one from the giants. And we use Erica's side entrance. Cannot talk to Erica's pet lizard. Him. Okay, I think we told you about reading the exit. Would like to help you strike against the Empire. Now that you've contacted Aiden and acquired the brooches, you should find the portal. I know that the pathway there is well hidden to the northeast of here. Find it and travel to the end. Once you reach the end, you will find a platform surrounded by lava. Step on it, and I will come to you and send you to your destiny. Be sure that you are well prepared for a fight, the biggest of your lives. No, you could talk to lizards in Exile. A lot of the time they would have very basic dialogue, but sometimes you could find a talking lizard. Those were amusing. And I think it was Exile 3 that had a secret word you could use on the lizards. Just for fun. If only this rock wasn't in the way, we could take a shortcut. But yeah, in original Exiles, you could talk to all of the animals. A lot of them would have generic repeated dialogue like moo, 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 or hiss. Also, you could talk to all of the guards in Exile 1 and 2. Most of them wouldn't say anything particularly interesting, but some of them were fun. I'm gonna save the game here just in case it wants me to do the seal thing again. Oh, apparently not. The game remembers. Yay! Hooray, all the demons are still dead. And the barrier's still gone. Sometimes I miss being able to page through my inventory with the arrow keys like you could in Exile. And once again, save the game! You have finally reached the end of this long, torturous, heavily guarded passage. What you find is very anticlimactic. A large stone platform protruding from the caldera. You perform the ritual to summon Erica that she definitely told you about. Soon, with a puff of sulphurous smoke, she appears. "Well done, you found it," she says, smiling eerily. This is a powerful place. The pentagram here is not for keeping things in, but sending things out. It was created as a teleportation booster to aid the Empire. It is a powerful thing, and commensurately well guarded. She grins, showing many teeth. And now, this powerful weapon will be turned to point into the heart of the Empire. Become ready, and when you are, She points at your brooches. I will send you to the surface. And then our revenge against the Empire, revenge for all the lives they have ended, may begin. Well, I basically only have one option here. We are ready to strike back against the Empire. Excellent. Wear the brooches. You do. She points north to the second platform. Walk to the platform to the north. Slay King Hawthorne. When you do, I will try to bring you back. Move fast. Strike hard. The heart of the Empire is well guarded indeed. You step into the pentagram. Erica begins to chant, slowly at first, then faster. The air crackles, as if unable to hold all the energy coursing through it. Then, with a flash, the platform to the north begins to glow with an angry red light. You turn to see what else Erica has to say, but she's gone. I'm gonna take this opportunity for a beast ceremony. And we enter a gallery of the Royal Spire. So this fight is a bit different from how it was in Exile 1. You shake your head, blink, and try to clear your head. The teleportation made you feel very dizzy. Eventually, you see where you are. You're in a lovely gallery, full of paintings and statues of various powerful men and women from the Empire's past. You can see through a window at the corner of the room. You're high up in a spire, in the middle of a large city. You're on the surface again. You soon realize where you are. You're in the Royal Spire, the most carefully guarded structure in the world. It is from here that the Empire is run. The Emperor lives in and rules from this spire. The Emperor leaves here sometimes, but not often. You hope Hawthorne is here now, because if he isn't, you will soon die in a very violent and futile way. As you look around, you hear a gasp to the west. You turn just in time to see a serving girl drop her pitcher and flee. You've been seen. You'll have to move quickly. The search for the evil Lord of the Empire has begun. Okay, oh, it even includes the pitcher that the serving girl dropped. Oh, that's good. Good little detail. Down the stairs to the north, you can hear shouts of alarm. The sound of boots striking the polished stone floor echoed. The sounds of boots striking the polished stone floor echo up to you. This is the way out of the spire, and it doesn't sound safe to you at all. So I guess we can keep going down this way for a little while. You hear a loud ringing noise behind you. Someone has closed the portcullis. You're trapped. You run back and try to open it. By the time you manage to bend the bars, though, Hawthorne's royal guard arrive. You fight valiantly. Many of the foe fall. In the end, however, your struggle is futile. You are overwhelmed. Eventually, you're tortured to death. Whoops. Well, let's do that again. But not do the silly thing. From hell's heart I stab at thee. Well said, Nathan. So, not going through that gate this time. And Beast Ceremony was foolish because it's already worn off. Oh well. You hear angry guards behind you. They're running up the stairs, shouting, drawing weapons, and preparing spells. And there's guards right in front of me, too. What do I want to do here? I'm still a bit annoyed that there isn't a spell for shielding or blessing everyone. I have to do that part one at a time. Also, I realized that there's no curse spell in this version of the game. I don't strictly need it with my blessing abilities, but still, bit of a loss. Okay, that was quick. And I can pick up steel helmets, iron halberds, plate mail. Probably going to get not a lot of those, because I only have so much time here. Okay, little council room or something. Actually, this is somebody's bedchamber, but not Hawthorne's. They're not ostentatious enough. And sneak attack. Bookshelves that I wish I had the time to search. Arcane shield. Oh, that's rude of you. There's a very comfortable bed here. You could try to hide and rest here for a bit, because that's not suicide. Your arcane shield is no match for my demon slayer. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's kind of a lot of you. Ah, can't search during combat. Shame that. Okay, healing elixir. Which really seems like it ought to go to Githa. Blessed dagger. And more good armor. Yeah, this is basically final dungeon of the game, so if I've got goodies, time to use them. Lovely little bathroom. Angry guards continue to chase you up the spire. They're running up the stairs, shouting, drawing weapons, and I already read this. The spire is definitely alerted of your presence. I feel like I'm really underusing Beast Ceremony here. I just haven't felt as much need or opportunity for it. These are Hawthorne's private chambers. They're quiet. He isn't here. The luxury is remarkable. You wish you had the time to appreciate it. You listen carefully, but all is still. If Hawthorne is hiding here, he's being very quiet. That's true, the game does have a few final dungeons, and you get the choice of what order to do them in. Do I feel like spending a little extra time to check out libraries? And do some looting. Hawthorne does have a dragon skin cloak and other presumably fine clothes. Jeweled ring, gold bracelet, strength potion, wand of lightning. He doesn't even have any good loot, except for the dragon skin cloak. Bah. And that is why I don't want to spend a whole lot of time poking around and exploring, because more guards will spawn in, and they're annoying. And even with alchemy, I only have so many spell points and other resources. Half tempted to cast Divine Warrior on Githa here. Oh, actually I should do that because I need the healing. And every guard basically drops the same stuff. Where did you come from? Where were you hiding? Scroll of Piercing Sight. Not really something I need. Scroll of Paralysis. I've got one of those, actually. Now I have two. Historical Scroll, if I want to grab an authentic Empire history scroll and sell it back to the castle. Hey, this room looks important. In fact, this looks a bit like a torture room. Yeah, this is the prison. Pfft. Githa assassinates the assassin. Brilliant. Plate mail, whip, poison potion, ceremonial dagger, pincers, various other stuff. A dead body. There's a dead man here. He starved to death. His body shows the signs of severe torture. He's extremely pale. He might have been brought up from Avernum. And nothing interesting in the other cell. This could be a final showdown kind of room. If I close the door, can I cast Beast Ceremony? Yes, I can. Oh, hooray, I found the kitchen. And some teleporters? There are a pair of portals here. They're probably used to bring guests into the banquet hall without having to allow them to trudge through the halls of power. If you stepped in one, who knows where it would lead you. And cloakroom. Okay, this is not actually the throne room, this is the huge banquet hall, I think. Arcane Summon. Arcane Summon. Have fun with a gazer, everyone. Oh yes, let's have Magrat do a physical assault. That'll work great. Oh goody, I have Sanctuary now. What the? Okay, you're massively shielded right now. Oh, is there only one path up to you? Jerk. Thank you, Githa, and let's heal you. I do get kind of annoyed sometimes that I don't get to choose where my summons show up. Sometimes I really do miss the Exile engine. Royal Mage casts Arcane Shield on himself because he's the only target available. Wait, no, not that one. The Divine Warrior would have given her, regeneration. Ow. No ammo. I'm out of my regular arrows. Oh yeah, arrows of light would be useful against demons, and I have just been killing demons the regular way. Okay, then. Sandals, blessed dagger, robe. You weren't carrying anything interesting. How dare. Anybody want to raid the kitchens? I'm sure they're very well stocked. I wonder a bit if there's any secrets hidden in the corners. But thorough exploration is not really encouraged here. Oh, goody, chamber pots. And more guards. No, that wasn't an arrow of light that I killed him with, that was an acid arrow. Clearly, he was a basic bitch. Actually, you know what I never use? Haha, I've just charmed 3 royal guards to my side. Excellent. Okay, fellas. What do we gotta do here? Yeah, Magrat as a priest just doesn't have many good single target damage spells. Also, I think mages are resistant to a lot of stuff. Nee. Oh, at least one of the royal guards doesn't like me. I think my charming wore off. Here, I smite thee. That was pretty good for a smite. You start to get nervous as you near the top of the spire. You're close to the end of the path. There's nowhere left for you to flee. If Hawthorne isn't here, your deaths will be in vain. Hi there, Chucky with a bunch of 9s. Oh boy. I can see a throne, but I don't see any enemies just yet. Who's got energy elixirs? Anybody? I have a knowledge brew. Esme, how long have you been carrying a knowledge brew? No matter. Okay, now let's stop right before the main throne room and the final showdown. Don't have the ingredients for an energy elixir. Oh no. Oh, did I run out of mandrake? No, I have plenty of that. Healing, spiritual. Heck do you mean I don't have any energetic herbs? Grey mold salve, strength potion, energy potion. I don't have any energetic herbs. Oh no. I can make everything but energy elixirs. Can make strength elixir. Protection brew. Well, I can't make protection brew. Or heroic brew. Somewhere along the way, mistakes have been made. Well. You reach the top of the spire. This chamber is the most beautiful place you've ever seen. Alas, you have no time to appreciate it. You have only a moment to spare a glance at the large windows, with a panoramic view of many miles of city and countryside. More than anything else, what you notice is Hawthorne, the cruel lord of the Empire, master of the known world, architect of the plan to cast the Avernites into the underworld, stares at you across the table. He doesn't look the least bit scared. Perhaps his confidence comes from the guards surrounding him. Perhaps it has never occurred to him that the likes of you could ever affect him. Matters not. As soon as you enter the chamber, he begins to cast a spell. The battle for vengeance, both for you and for all of Avernum, begins. So yeah, not just a man who governs, but a man who can use some magic as well. So of course, everyone important is going to be on the other side of the table. Do I kill the underlings, or do I go straight for the big guys? I'm not going to use Arcane Summon when I have a Rod of Major Call. Here, now your underlings can deal with my underlings. The spell description says controls one foe, but I get... Is that 3 or is that 8? I get 3 chances at it. If I slow you, is that going to do much of anything? Yeah, I'm not even wearing the boots of speed. I am foolish. So many potions and none of them energy. Honestly, invulnerability might be useful here. Haste everyone I like. One spellcaster down. I wonder if poison spells would be useful at all if I had them. Yeah, see, I don't quite remember who was on my side. Apparently you're not. Okay, can I toss an invulnerability potion over to Githa? Must be adjacent. Well, I hope this fight winds up being entertaining. It's, certainly something. Oh-ho! Hawthorne falls to the floor. The powerful magical shields around him have been pierced. He tries to control the energy, but he's too weak. He loses control of the energy. He tries to get up and run. It's too late. There's a flash of light. and Hawthorne, cruel master of the Empire, is ashes. They won't be able to raise him from the dead. The ashes soon start to blow out the windows. Yay! You hear angry shouts all through the tower. Your enemies are coming. You realize that soon you will be overwhelmed by angry Empire soldiers. You prepare for a brave, final battle. Then, as you prepare yourselves for death, there is a flash of light. A portal has appeared in the corner of the room. There may be hope. You might be able to escape. So, game does not end immediately on killing Hawthorne. Okay, do I need to haste everybody? Looks like I do. Okay, portal is here. Can't step here in combat mode, of course. Okay, enemies mostly aren't that threatening now, except maybe the wizards. Oh, okay, somebody summoned a vampire. Might be a little bit tricky to get out of this big crowd of enemies. Oh, please, I do not need more summons. If I end up killing Hawthorne and then getting trapped by a horde of enemy summons, that is going to be so annoying. Healing elixir, yes please, thank. Aw, thank you so much, Bit Decay. Yaw. Okay, everybody's still hasted. I could pull up a few more summons just to deal with the soldiers and stuff here. Well, that was very ineffective. Okay, I can leave combat mode. The question is, can I do that and reach the portal before I die? Yeah, Greymold Salve will heal all the things. Greymold Salve will cure all the things. It will not heal me. Esme, you might have to die. I'm sorry. No. You don't know who created this portal. You don't know where it leads. All you know is that you have only one alternative to using it. Fast, messy death. Spears fly through the air like hornets. Fireballs scorch the earth around you. And summoned beasts fill the throne room. But, just as the devastation reaches you, you fade out and reappear in Avernum. You are back on the platform. Erica is there. She greets you, a gleeful expression on her face. Well done, adventurers, well done. Today you have dealt the Empire a great and lasting blow. Hawthorne was an excellent leader, and a wicked one. And I didn't get to finish reading that because I thought there was more to scroll through. That's good, Zach. Imagining Jay has unique dialogue. Yeah, I thought there was more to scroll through, and it just clicked through instead. And so it came to pass that in a time of great tumult and warfare, a help came to the people of Avernum. When the brave but poor souls of the underworld, afflicted with enemies below and above, were close to giving up hope, help arrived, coming through the same portal that had sent them into exile. When Avernum was first created, the demon Greyhoth was defeated. However, there was insufficient power to destroy him, only to imprison him. At last, Greyhoth is destroyed. Avernum can forever be free of worry. No longer will the people of the underworld be threatened by him. As long as the people of Avernum were forced to stay in the underworld, they could never have hope. They could never truly be free. Humans were meant to live in the light of the sun. At last, a route to the surface world has been found. It is still far from clear how this can best be used to benefit the people, but that is an argument for another day. Avernum could only be a happy place when the people who live there are there by choice. Now that escape is possible, Avernum can begin to change from a prison to a home. But Avernum can never be free as long as the Empire rules the world with steel and cruelty. It was Emperor Hawthorne that created Avernum in the first place, and it is he who has made the surface a place of terror unmatched in the Empire's sorry history. But now, Emperor Hawthorne is dead. The deaths of all who died because of their imprisonment in Avernum have been avenged. The assassination was terribly risky. The Empire's reaction will likely be very swift and very violent. That was a necessary risk, however. You took the chance because there was one thing more important than safety: justice. As long as Hawthorne lived, your world could never be a just one. Thanks to you, tomorrow morning, the sun will rise on a better world. Not a safe world, perhaps, but a world with hope. Well done. Congratulations, you've completed all 3 of the great quests of Avernum. This is a noble accomplishment. You may still wander and adventure, if you wish. No doubt, there are still quests to be done and secrets to be revealed. Okay, so I'm in some sort of return chamber now. Well, half of my party is. Oh, poor Esme got turned to dust. And back in the remote islands. And I step on the pentagram and absolutely nothing happens. So yeah, it's up to me to wander back. Oh. How fitting that that happened the day right before Radian 14, Day of Recall. The day all Avernites remember what they lost when they were banished from the surface. All shops are closed. And soon, the Day of Recall will be the Day of Recall when Emperor Hawthorne was slain and Avernum avenged. The shops will still be closed, of course. Oh my. Yeah, it hasn't been unbearably hot where I am, but we've been getting enough storms that, I've had migraines more days than I'd like. So I have completed the game. Found basically all of the secrets that I know how to find. I kind of want to see if I can do it a little better, though. So this file is right before the Great Big Battle. Oh, there's a friggin' wizard nearby. Oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all, actually. Granted, I'm not sure where I'm going to get either energy potions or energetic herbs for making said energy potions. But at least I don't have to redo a whole bunch of stuff. Ugh, tornadoes. Yeah, I've never lived in a place with tornadoes, and I'm quite happy keeping it that way. They frighten me. My biggest complaint about the climate where I live now is that summer is half the year and the air is hot soup. How long have I been? Oh, we're at 2 hours already. Wow. But yeah, sure, I can put another half hour into trying to do the final battle against the Emperor better. Hello again, Garnet. Would you like to help slay a tyrant? Part of your job is pest control, after all. Yeah, whatever. Okay, do have the Jade Halberd equipped. One or two of my characters has the trait of find herbs, where they will occasionally just randomly find some herbs wandering the wilderness. Unfortunately, none of them have found energetic herbs lately. Okay, Jade's wearing polished plate mail, which she kind of doesn't need, because we're not in danger of being paralyzed by anything anymore. No, not a spell. It's the orb. So, fun fact, I do not actually remember who else sells potions and herbs and stuff. Or where I can find energetic herbs out in the wild. Oh, Garnet's doing her little head tuck on my arm. I have been marked as property of cat. Okay, so Darman has the jail, the temple, the woman who sells recipes and spells, the inn. Blosk has Leith, who does a lot of stuff. Trainer, Forge, also inn. And yeah, buildings on the side are just bakeries and stuff, I think. Do you have anything useful? No. Patrick's Tower has various people who do various stuff. Some of them behind locked doors for some reason. All shops are closed today, so shopping is useless anyway. Character editor. Only just a little bit of cheating. Also, have I even shown off the character editor for Avernum? I don't think I have. The Blade Master Mind Crystal is a tiny bit bugged there. Okay, so I can edit gold, uncurse items, take out of town, reset hostile towns, reset boats, return party to start, edit reputation, add weapon, armor, jewelry, tool, wand, or artifact. Tools include lamp, magic lockpicks, first aid kit. I can just give myself a bunch of energy elixirs. Balm of Life, Grey Mold Self, Deli Sandwich, Piercing, Unshackling, and Recall Crystal. What all jewelry can I add? Ring of Great Health, Warrior's Ring, Immunity Ring. Protects the wearer from magical attacks. I don't think I've found one of those in the game. Strength Bracelet, Dex Bracelet, Int Bracelet, Luck Bracelet, Chill, Warmth, and Crystal Charms. I can add the Orb of Thralny, Shadow Leather, Assassin's Dagger, Diamond Dagger. Valuable, incredibly rare magical item. Flaming Sword, Icy Longsword, Ghoulbane Spear, Boots of Speed, Nimble Boots, and Gauntlets of Might. And I've got a limited selection of weapons and armor, but they're all blessed. Or made of drake skin. Okay, adding some blessed arrows or bolts is kind of tempting, honestly. Ooh, I can edit statistics. Just in case you wanted to load up the game and make a party with insane stats. Energize. Okay, I'm going to save it with just adding a few energy elixirs. Well, that was my save right before I got to here. I could do the same thing with my other save that's right before the throne room and avoid having to fight through the whole thing again. But I'm not in a mood to do smart things tonight, clearly. Okay, and before we turn the corner here... Much better timing on the beast ceremony, at least. Chambers of the Royal Court. Blurg. Yeah, Beast Ceremony really doesn't last very long outside of combat. Again, I could turn Githai into a Divine Warrior and have her be super shielded. Let's do that. I would like to be able to search around here a little more thoroughly. But I think for the most part it's not worth it. I want to say that every time that... you guys came out of nowhere. So yeah, I think that every time I get that, you hear guards behind you message, a pack of guards spawns behind me. What's funny is this time my characters were spread far enough apart that the guards spawned between my characters. Okay, even with Divine Warrior, McGrath can't hit anything. Sure. Well, I already know that there's nothing good in Hawthorne's chambers, but I can still open all the doors. And run my muddy boots all over the carpet. Ha! Speaking of boots, I should really equip someone with boots of speed. Eyebeast may be one of the less useful summons I could have right now. Well, it does healing anyway. Okay, who wants a nice, long, luxurious bath? Too bad we're not getting one. Oi. Oh yeah, prison and torture room. I will take your loose change. Okay, casting a few Divine Warriors may in fact be more effective than Beast Ceremony. I keep hearing the acid sound effect, but it's on the enemy, not on me. Oh no, I'm taking damage again. Ooh, he died of acid. Hehehehe. Oh, you summon a vampire? Ugh. No, arrows of light won't be effective. It's arrows of life that are good against undead. Steel bolts, on the other hand, work on everybody. Okay, yeah, it might be critical to have a priest character in this dungeon having some energy elixirs. Because hoo boy, are all the divine spells good to have. Well, maybe not divine host, but nyeh. I actually can cast Farsight in battle. Didn't reveal anything I didn't already know about. Oh, I have to chew through some skellies to get you. And even if I'm not in the same room as someone, I can apply shielding, hooray! Now you stop it with the summons. Darn, I was hoping to kill the vampire. Okay, things should get a little quieter now. Ah, I can't get my stuff on the upper level. Okay, yes. Gonna save again here. So, will the game let me be stupid and try one of these portals? It's activated. You could step through. You step through the portal and find yourselves in a large marble hall. It's filled with Empire soldiers, waiting to pour through into the spire and locate you. You saved them the trouble. They swarm you. Eventually, after days of harsh interrogation, merciful death claims you. He. Chamber pots. That's right, this is where I used control foes. Hehehe. Oh, that's going to be annoying. On the other hand, I've got a brainwashed royal guard facing off against an empire wizard, or royal mage, and that amuses me to no end. So, do my spellcasters need to be doing anything here? Might need to be healing if that keeps up. Okay, time to kill the ones who just woke up. So we have some archery supplies here. Steel bolts, steel arrows, and a bunch of stuff I don't need. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, I love investigating all the little nooks and crannies and things you're probably not supposed to do. Yeah, I tend to run pretty basic parties of, well, if there's 4, then 1 or 2 melee fighters, an archer, a mage, a priest, some combination thereof. If I get 6 characters, then I can have a little bit more fun playing mix and match. Okay, is this throne room? This is indeed throne room. Oh yeah. And I've walked 1 space too far, so I guess I'll just jump into combat mode. Yeah, the shades I summoned with Divine Host really didn't last that long here. Part of the problem is it's only level 1. But most of the problem is I just don't like summons. So I am going to need to keep this corner clear eventually. Yeah, one of the future series that I'm considering is an anima run in Exile 3. Which ones of you want to kill me right now? All of you. Except not, because, well. Yeah, you keep your summons over there, please. Man, even energy elixirs only restore 40 points each. That's gonna be a problem. Jay doesn't have any magical artifacts that would be very useful here. He does have arrows. Oh no, my summons. Divine warrior for everyone! Which is good in Geetha's case because she is face to face with an angry golem. Most of the targets on this side right now are summons, which will go down real easy. Ah, golem. Golems take no damage from fire. Arcane blow it is. I can't remember if this enemy is on my side or not right now. And Hawthorne takes no damage from magic. Joy. Ah, dang, I got a Nephil summon instead of a golem. Oh well. Well, that's all the fireproof enemies. I should probably be using more archery here. looks like Hawthorne is also taking no damage from Fire Blast. Well, now I'm in sword range of the wizards. Oh no, my summons! A recurring theme. And of course, Smite is pretty much garbage. But there's a surprising amount of skeletons here. I can't actually walk on the throne. The throne does not count as a chair. The throne is an obstacle. Using a Repel Spirit on the vampire because I don't like him. Okay, this battle feels a lot more controlled, but also having at least 2 energy elixirs per caster has been very helpful. Okay, you're my summons. Have some acid then. Oh, Hawthorne actually does take damage from acid. Good to know. And he takes plenty of damage from beating on him with melee weapons. And now we know a better strategy. I think I'm the only one left in the room. Great. I will take Emperor Hawthorne's pocket change. Teehee. Okay, the Assassin's Dagger, Drakeskin Boots, Magic Ring, and Blessed Cloak probably went on Hawthorne. Yoinking all those for trophies. Okay. Yep, in the very center of the map here. Cool. And as fancy as I'm sure these bookshelves are, they're probably just decorative more than actually useful. And into the portal we go! Spears fly through the air like hornets, fireballs scorch the earth around you, and summoned beasts fill the throne room. Is a good description for how the battle, for the middle of the battle, and not the end of it this time around. But just as the devastation reaches its end, you fade out, and reappear in Avernum. You are back on the platform. Erica is there. She greets you, a gleeful expression on her face. Well done, adventurers, well done! Today you have dealt the Empire a great and lasting blow. Hawthorne was an excellent leader, and a wicked one. His death is a great loss for them. But it is only the beginning. Much fighting remains. But the battle has begun, and begun well, and we have you to thank. She bows to you, grins, and disappears. You look at the road you must travel back. It's a long road, and a hard one. But then, everyone in Avernum has a hard road to travel. Thanks to you, the journey may now begin. Congratulations! You have attained the third and most difficult victory condition of Avernum, getting revenge on the Empire that cast you below. Oh. Congratulations, we have completed all 3 of the great quests of Avernum, and I have finished my mug of tea. Okay, this counts as a part of the Royal Spire map. Hee. And when we return to Avernum proper, all the shops will be closed for a day. Yes, and Esme and Magrat survived! Everybody lives except for Hawthorne, because he's a jerk and needs to die. And he's not just a jerk, but a horrible, tyrannical dictator type. Also, while I've got a stretch where I don't have much else to say here, I do want to mention that it is possible to reach Hawthorne's throne room with only 4 of the 5 brooches. However, if you do that, I think Erica can't teleport you back. So you get a slightly different and sadder ending. And I'm not going to show off that ending here because that would require quite a bit of effort to set up a good save. Good news, Erica, we did the thing! We did it. We slew Emperor Hawthorne. I know. We have obtained a portion of my vengeance. As a reward, you may read portions of 2 of my spellbooks, the 2 you couldn't read before. Of course, this is only the beginning. The Empire will never let this assault go unanswered. Soon they will come here. Soon there will be war. Now excuse me, I must prepare. The battle is only beginning. So yeah, we are about to draw a whole lot of Empire wrath down on Avernum. But there is perhaps something to be said for forcing their hand and starting the battle on our terms as much as theirs. Oh hell no, we gotta get the good ending. Okay, so Magrat learns Divine Host level 3. And Esme learns Arcane Blow level 3. Thought I knew that one already. No, Arcane Blow is the last one, so I had Arcane Summon and Arcane Shield at level 3. So yeah, one thing that I'm not sure I like is that each of the 3 main quests in Avernum now have spells as you can learn as rewards instead of so you are not able to go through all 3 of the final dungeons with all of the highest level spells, which annoys me slightly. I feel like if I'm going to get all 3 spells at the very end like that, I want some sort of bonus dungeon to actually enjoy them. It never bothered me as much in Avernum, maybe because I only use a few of those end-level spells anyway. In the Avernum remakes, it bothered me a little more. Now, I wonder if there's anybody else we can talk to about Hawthorne being dead. And then there's Exile, where you can get level 7 spells super early if you know where to look and how to set up your party. And just smash through mid-game challenges. In fact, there's one or two dungeons that can get pretty hilarious if you have a singleton party and the protection spell. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to be a super hard challenge dungeon, and I just waltz through with my one invulnerable party member. Where am I going? Castle. You're done with the game. Here's the strongest level spell now. Yep. And I've already killed everything worth killing, so what exactly do I use it on? Okay, so I can tell him about slaying Greyhoth. But not about slaying Hawthorne. I'm sure he'll hear about it eventually. Honestly, I think being able to tell Erica about slaying Greyhoth in this one is a new thing. I should identify this stuff. Another reason to go back to Varga. The main one I had in mind is going to find Rogal and see if she has opinions on the current state of the Empire. She usually does. Found the exit to the surface. Yes, we know, because we've got agents everywhere watching you, apparently. Bit of a shame that they have to kill the kid who happened... their prisoner who's really just a kid, but... oh well. Yeah, so nobody else cares that we've slain the Empire. We've slain the Emperor, the leader of the whole Empire. Oh well. This time next year they'll be throwing feasts in our honor or something. Maybe someday I'll do the Hawthorne quest not last, but I basically always do that. I almost always go Greyhoth, surface exit, Hawthorne. Okay, so Drakeskin boots, Blessed cloak, Assassin's dagger. Well, there's the immunity ring. Okay. Provides magical protection from fire, cold, and a variety of other magical effects. That is honestly really cool and makes me want to have a post-game challenge dungeon even more. Man, Jeff could have added one of those to Avernum Escape from the Pit. Instead, we got the Freehold of Chias, or Chias, or however you pronounce his name. Oh well. Maybe if Jeff loses his marbles and decides to remake the games again, we can ask him to add that in. I'll restructure the games like that from Avernum 4 onward. Well, I saved my game with not a whole lot of need to. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play Avernum on camera again, but now I do kind of want to do the quests in different order. But not tonight. Yeah, Kaias. Also, Kaias kind of sounds like a Slith Zerakai name in this universe. Well, folks, that is Avernum, with no subtitle. So, I hope you all enjoyed our sojourns in the underworld, and I will see you in another game. Possibly Avernum 2 later on. So, let me know if you prefer having these live streamed versus having more standard Let's Plays. And probably going to start back up with Blades of Exile in next couple of weeks. I still need a few days to finish redrawing the thumbnail image, and we've got some travel coming up, so might not get back to that until July. But meanwhile, perhaps something a little more doomy is coming. Have a good night, everybody, and see you another time.